Hey guys, it's Allie. I'm here for another yoga flow. This one will focus on legs today, so that's gonna be fun. But just come on down, come to a comfortable seated position, and begin your practice by transitioning. Settling in, getting the wiggles out, closing the eyes, and just arrive. Start to listen to the breath. Start to elongate the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Take a few of those at your own pace. Every inhale, bring in what you need. Every exhale, release something you need to. Every exhale, just let that tension just drop right out of you. You've got some time just for yourself, some movement and some breath right now. One more deep breath in. Let it out. Eyes softly open, and we're gonna start with the shoulders. So just really emphasize rolling them in as big as you can get, really getting into the neck and upper back. And then twist them the other way. This way is always a little bit more awkward. The arms may come around. And now we're just gonna bring left ear to left shoulder. Don't bring up that shoulder, just get that stretch along the neck. Exhale, switch sides. Really let that just hang and stretch open. And now we just have half circles here. So think ear, shoulder to shoulder, nice and slow. Let that back of the neck open. Keep that breath deep and free. One more. Now we're just gonna warm up the wrists. We're gonna go to neutral tabletop. So figure eight, interlace your fingers. Figure eight one direction, then the other. Take hand over knuckles, lift up. Really get that stretch right there in the wrist. And other side. Last one, hand forward and just bring the fingers back ever so slightly. Wrist and forearm stretch. Shake them out and we'll come to tabletop position. So grip that ground to save your wrists. Knees are right under hips, toes are under. Inhale, belly button goes down, tailbone goes up, I look up. Exhale, curl through that spine, chin to chest. And just let this flow with your breath. So inhale, we look up. Exhale, round that spine nice and long. Two more of these. Vertebrae by vertebrae, really emphasize warming up that spine. And then we'll settle in. Toes now go under, hips softly up. And if the back of the legs feel tight, feel free to bend the knees, let the heels go up, push through those hands, arrive at your down dog, and just take a couple of breaths here. One more deep breath. Now feet are just gonna walk slightly forward, forward fold, let it hang. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow rise all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, just get those hands in reverse. Plant those hands, plank position. Roll those shoulders forward. Chaturanga, we're gonna go halfway. Toes go under. Little baby cobra. Exhale, child's pose. So hands go long, my knees widen, and my hips sink as I go deep into child's pose. Your forehead's on the ground, and just settle down here. One more deep breath. And now rise out of that, just flip back, down dog. So now we walk our feet forward, forward fold. This time we're gonna ragdoll. So my palms go to my elbows and just hang. Let the legs, that posterior chain open, your hamstrings, calves are gonna open up as that upper body just glides down. One more deep breath. Hands drop, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow rise all the way up. This time hands come to chest and you can face forward. Perfect. Just take a minute here. Close the eyes. Bring those thumbs right into the sternum. And just breathe. See where you're at. Just a little light warm up. See if it makes a difference, how your body feels. Maybe you're a little bit more settled. Maybe you're a little bit more centered. Exhale, hands come down. We're gonna go into goddess pose. So what I like to do is go a little wider than a normal squat, and my toes turn out about 45 degrees, where typically you'd have feet in 11 for an average air squat. But the yoga squat, you're gonna turn a little bit outward if that feels okay for your hips. As you squat, that knee tracks over that toe, second toe, right next to the big toe, second toe. You know your numbers. But if that turnout is causing you to cave the knees, come to 11s. Your knees wanna be pushing out, so as long as you're not caving in. Inhale the arms, exhale goddess squat. So football post arms, and think as low as you can go. Find that depth. Again, push those knees out. Find the placement you need. Open that chest, lift. One more deep breath. Exhale, come up. So we're gonna flow with that. Inhale, squat, exhale, come up. Inhale up. Exhale, goddess pose. Inhale, lift. Deep breath. Two more. Last one. Here we hold, and feel free, maybe you just do one at a time, but those heels can come up, or you can lift them both and balance in this squat. One more deep breath. Exhale, and we're gonna go right into our forward fold. So from forward fold, we're gonna bend our knees, upper body stays the same, hands go back, and as we inhale, we're gonna lift to chair pose. So fingertips brush the ground, it lifts my upper body, so my biceps are in line with my ears, my tailbone scooches under, I'm in a half squat, feet are 11s, elbows in line, and breathe. One more deep breath. Exhale, fold. Different forward fold. Palms can go under the feet for this one, if that works for you. Head goes down. If the hands don't reach, feel free to bend the knees. And then with this one, I like to shift my weight forward and then let my head hang even more. Last deep breath. Let the hands release, fingertips go back, bend those knees, and now lift up, chair pose. So sink into that and get that as deep as you can, and then think lifting up. So that chest is nice and open. One more deep breath. Forward fold. Your choice, ragdoll, palms under, or just hands down, forward fold. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly we rise. Palms touch, get that full body stretch. Exhale, palms to heart center. Eyes close, and just breathe. Take a moment for yourself. See where you're at, see where your practice is at. All right, next one, I'm just gonna shift so I'm facing you guys. We're gonna do one-legged squats. It's like a little dip. So you're gonna shift your weight to your left leg, bend that right knee back, and just as if you're squatting, go down and hold here. Hold and breathe. And then what we're gonna do to transition is that leg is gonna lift and come up to a standing figure four. So inhale, lift. My ankle crosses over my knee, sink figure four and hold. I like my hands here just for balance, but anywhere that feels good for you. You should be getting a deep stretch in that glute as you sink down. Exhale, come out, hands just go side to side, like you're hitting your kidneys. And we have that on the other side. So shift that weight to the right side, left leg comes up. Half squat, you stay where you are. That knee just bends and you're just adding extra weight to that one leg. Breathe. So you're working the muscles, but you're also working balance. One more breath here. Leg transition comes over and then we sink into that figure four, getting this stretch. Hold there. Ooh. One more deep breath. Foot goes down, deep inhale. Swan dive down, forward fold. Hang out in this one, just let everything go. Maybe the weight shifts forward a little so you can get a little deeper. One more deep breath. Inhale halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow rise. Palms touch and come down. We've one more of those. So leg half squat to figure four. Shift that weight, leg lifts, bend on down. And as you get wobbly, think of lifting up, core is tight, and find one place to look at that doesn't move, and that should help with the balance. On the next inhale, lift, come through, cross in front, and sink into that figure four. One more deep breath. Exhale, come on out. Switch right into the other side. So leg goes back, bring it down. Breathe through. Keep that knee in line right over that second toe. Lift up, cross over. From here, come on out, arms swing. And now we go into a deeper squat, which is known as Malasana. So setup is the same, legs turn out. What I like to do is if you have a yoga block and don't have the squat, go right underneath. You can do pillows, anything, and that's what you can sit on. If not, just come on down with me. So deep inhale up, palms touch, and then bring them down the center of your body as you sink down. Knees will cave, those elbows, push them away as I bring my thumbs right to my sternum. So instead of curling, I'm pushing and I'm lifting. So my chest is still open. One more deep breath. Last one. And from here, release the arms. We're just gonna walk ourselves into that tabletop position. I'm turning so you can see me. So set up that neutral tabletop. We're gonna start with the right leg, so our weight shifts to that left. Right knee bends, just like we were doing that one-legged squat. And we're gonna do donkey kicks here. So come to that 90 degree and lift up. Your foot is flat, and think of putting your footprint on the ceiling. Little lifts. Light weight in the hands, so push through that floor, lifting up. 2 more breaths. And come on down. wag the tail. So think shoulder goes to hip, your body's creating a little savy. Shift that weight to the opposite side, other leg comes up 90 degrees, hold here, and then just add a little bit more than a pulse, like 3 or 4 inches, flat foot, and it's just going up. You should really feel this in your glutes. It's working the hamstring, but really focuses in there. One more deep breath. And we're gonna go to child's pose. So I sink back, my knees go into a V, arms go forward, forehead goes down. Just breathe here. Settle in, maybe take inventory of your body, and then your head. Just see where you're at. Last deep breath. Come on up. We're gonna go right back to that position. And now what we're gonna do, instead of donkey kicks, we're gonna lift the legs. They're called fire hydrants. It's either the best name or the worst name. So starting with the right, what you do is you take your leg out to the side, hence fire hydrants, I know. So open, close. These are a great warm up if you're practicing frog position. It's a really intense, or can be, stretch. So you really wanna warm up for it. This is a really great opener. Last one, we're gonna hold up here. So just keep that leg in line and breathe. You're gonna feel your muscles working on this one. Foot, toe actually comes out, lands, lift up, and arm goes over, so you get a side arm stretch. One more deep breath. Go right back in, knee comes in, just switch to the other side. Shift the weight, fire hydrant. So try to lift as big as you can. That knee in theory is in line with the hip when it comes out, or as close to that as you can get. You have 3 more. Last one we hold. Keep it up there, hold, 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 but use your breath as a tool. One more breath. Toe comes out, lands in line with the body. Lift up, arm goes over, side stretch. One more deep breath. Come on down. What you're gonna do is the legs are just gonna go forward here. Come on down. So straight out in front, inhale the arms up. I'm gonna keep a flat back, exhale, fold. At some point you're gonna feel yourself cave. You can stop there. That's where that stretch stops for you. So whatever your distance is, but you really should focus on the stretch that you feel, not what your body looks like. One more deep breath. Perfect. You're gonna roll to your back, knees are gonna stay up, and we're gonna go back to that figure 4, but make it a little bit more intense if you like. So that ankle crosses just like it did when it was standing, and think your right knee or the bent knee is pushing away from you while this knee is coming towards you. So it's almost like a seesaw. So I lift this up, my right knee goes that way, my left knee comes this way. I can accomplish this by taking my hands through, going to the back of my thigh and pulling, or I can actually, if I stay down, take my right hand, not on the knee, don't do it on the joint, but on the thigh. And what you do is you just slightly push. You're gonna feel a little resistance in your hip, and that's opening. So it shouldn't be painful, it should really feel like a stretch. So my hand can either push on my thigh, not the joint, they can go through, I can grab the back of my knee, and if you wanna go a little further, my ankle is not on my knee unbends, I go straight up, and I can pull this back to me. This can get a little bit more intense than the standing one, that's why I really like to use it as a warm-up. And just point and flex your foot here. And then both legs come up, hands to the side, and we're gonna pendulum swing. This is gonna be core work, so your abs are gonna what's taking you forward and back. These can be nice and slow. One more each side. Come as low as feels good. And now knees bend, and we start that figure four on the other side. So ankle crosses, you have the option of thigh, or you can come through. To come through, lift the head, find the hand placement, leg goes up, then bring the head back down. So now this knee going that direction, I'm pulling this knee towards me, and then point and flex that foot. Each hip is probably gonna feel different. Like my left hip is always usually tighter than my right, and that's just how my body works. One more deep breath. Both feet go up, hands go up, and we're gonna do ankle circles one direction, then the other. And I always get some popping. It's all good if you do too. Knees are gonna bend, and we're gonna come to happy baby. So sometimes they don't reach. You can do shins. If you can though, grab the bottom of your feet. I'm on the outside, not the inside. So the little toe, and I feel like I'm pulling my legs back down. This is an active pose. Like your knees are coming down beside your ribs. One more deep breath. We end with a twist. So come on down. What I'm gonna do is put my right leg over my left and just sink on down. My head turns to the right, knees to the left, and breathe. One more breath. And then just come through center, knees into chest, give them a hug, lift that head up. Release down, left leg crosses now, and we sink down. Head is in the opposite direction. If your knees don't reach the ground, don't worry about it. They can hover, you can add a block. It really is to get that twist in your back, not about landing the knees on the floor. One more deep breath here. And then unwind out of that and find Shavasana pose. Just laying down. I like my knees up and legs wide. You can find a sitting position. But wherever you are, be comfortable and have your eyes closed. And stay right there. Just let your body settle down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel your heart rate go down. Your lungs expand and your chest rise and fall. Let every drop of tension unwind and sink beneath you. Feel free to stay here for a while and take a few moments for yourself. I hope you received whatever you needed from this class. Namaste.